Hello guys, and how have you been? If you're new here, I want to say a huge welcome with a lot of love and hug from me. And if you are part of the neighborhood, you're part of the tribe, I would like to also say a huge welcome. Thank you and welcome back to my channel. So what are we talking about today? This is actually where I need to keep my voice very low. I have to whisper and come closer, guys. 186 years for your tuition fees at a top university in Italy. Wow! You're surprised? Well, this is why you need to watch this video, and I hope that you will share as well this information. Please don't keep it to yourself. You need to spray this video and share it to everybody that needs to know about this information. Okay, so let's get down to business. I don't want to spend so much time, talking about unnecessary things. What's the name of my school? This is actually where I did my master's studies. So for those who don't know already, you can check my about page, but for a summary, I did my master's in Italy. I studied artificial intelligence and robotics at Sapienza University of Rome. Sapienza University of Rome. So you can just look that up, although I'm going to put the URL in the description of the video as well. So far you want to study, you have the right to study. That is what this scholarship is about. It's not even merit-based. So far you have an interest to study, then you qualify for this scholarship. They see it as everyone who wants to study have the right to study. Now, as I've mentioned, there is also this thing that is for people from developing countries. So people from, I think, Rwanda, Kenya, Ghana, and some other African countries that I can't remember their names, but I'm also going to put it as a text, like list the university as a text, or I'll put it in the description box. But anyway, if you're from that developing, or from their list of developing countries, you actually get your school fees at half the price. You get the discount, if I put it that way, at half the price. That is 500 euros. So let's talk about the 186 euros, which is the Lazio Disco that I mentioned earlier. How do you qualify for the Lazio Disco? After you even get your admission master, that is the admission master for foreign students in your department, would normally send, they call it a call. They will normally send a call to you. So a call is basically saying that this scholarship has been opened and you can apply. So they will normally even send it to you that, oh, this scholarship is open and you should apply for it. So that was what happened in my case. Our foreign student master's student admission for my department sent out the link to people who have been admitted. So we applied for it. You only need a single document in Italy to actually get the scholarship. And what's this document about? It's called Declaration of Family Value. Declaration of Family Value. Declaration of Family Value means that you are declaring your family asset and worth. And how you do that is, the first stage is in Nigeria, as at the time when we did ours, and as at now, I don't know what will happen in the next few years, but as of now, what the process is that you go to a court in Nigeria and declare your assets. So you go to a court, and so when I say asset, things like, do your family own a land, your position in the family, you name your siblings. They actually even have a format on the website. There's a format that you follow on the website to declare your value. How much your father earn, if he's late, how much your mother earn, or if they are late. Do you live in a rented apartment or your own house? And all of those information, declaring your value, they put the format there, so you just have to follow it. Then you take it to the courts in Nigeria. During my time, I took it to the court in Ikeja and declared the value, and naming your siblings, their age, what they do. You see the format, everything is there. You do it, and after you finish at the courts will, there's a seal and everything that they'll put on your, it's similar to an affidavit, but it's different from, just make sure that, you know, in Nigeria, people can be very fraudulent. Just make sure you are using the right proper channel. I don't have access to any channel. I did it on my own as well. So after you do that, then you take an appointment this, you don't have to do it in person. So your mom or your dad, someone who bears your surname, can go ahead and do it for you. So after that, you book an appointment with the Italian consulate in Lagos, and then you take this document to them, and they have this, I don't know how much, I can't remember how much you pay, but it's not something that is more than, I think it shouldn't be more than maybe 15,000 naira or 20,000 naira as at this year. So you take it there, and they do some other, they put their stamps and everything on it. But the first place is the court. They put their stamps and everything, they put it on it. And then after that, you now, that document can be shipped to you in case you're already in Italy when they did the documents. For me, I actually did it back home before I left for Italy, after I got my admission, right, and the visa. When you take it to Italy, you would go to the Nigerian embassy in Rome. So no matter where you get here, you have to go to the Nigerian embassy in Rome. You fix an appointment there, and they would actually now take that document and do their own as well from the embassy. So when they do, like, it's more like they are recopying what you have brought from Nigeria, and then they are declaring it for you as an embassy, right? So when they do that, then you take it to a place in Italy called Questura. Questura is like their own courts, not the courts per se, but Questura is like when you went to the court and the courts do an affidavit for you. So you go to Questura, you get the stamp. The stamp is about 16 euros, if I remember correctly. And then you take that stamp and you go to Questura, and you can buy the stamp from tobacco shops. So tobacco is like where they sell tobacco and some other random things. So you buy that stamp there, and then it's just 16 euros. You put it on that document that the embassy in Nigeria have given you, and then you now take it to the Questura. And Questura, they don't collect money from you, they just stamp it. So far they see that stamp and they see that the document is from the embassy and all, they put another stamp for you, and that is what you go and present to Lazidisu. And when you give them, like you as at the time during the COVID situation, before you actually go to their office and give them physically, but as at the time when the COVID started, you just need to post it to them, to their office in Rome, and they would then look at the document and do a ranking. So this ranking is actually now based on how small your asset is. So if you I wouldn't advise that you lie though, but it's how poor you are. So they I don't know how they do it, but even when you're filling the form, you're going to fill some information like, oh, my parents have this or they have that, and all the information. So they use the ranking and the information you have put in the form and what they see to now rank students. So they use it to rank students, and then give you so they give you the scholarship. The total amount is 5,000 euros per year.
You have got to be kidding me.
So you can always renew this for the period of your study. However, after your first year, you must have 30 credits. Before the first year, there's no criteria, because you are new to the system. So that is what they used to rank, and it comes with accommodation. So during the time that you apply, you can opt and say, I want both the money and accommodation, or you can say, I want only the money. If you say you only want the money because you don't want to live in the scholarship accommodation is very good. I never lived there, but I visited people who were there, and it was very, very good. So this is not a matter of maybe the place is bad or not, but there are some people who would prefer to stay in their own house. So even if you are renting your own apartment, so far they give you a contract, you can actually present that contract to Lazidisu, and they will give you the full $5,000. So the $5,000 is divided into two. One is accommodation, one is monetary value. Everybody will always get the monetary value. The only thing you can opt out for is that I don't want the accommodation. So if you even don't want the accommodation, but you have a contract, a house contract to present to them, you can present it to them and they will give you 2,500 for the fact that you got the accommodation. So how is your tuition fees 186? When you get the scholarship, apart from the 5,000 euros that you get, your school fees is slashed down from 1,000 euros to 186 euros. So aside the 5,000 euros that you even get, your school fees get reduced to 186 euros. And in fact, at some point they will even refund some part of that 186 euros, guys. I'm telling you, this is not something of, I mean, it's not like they paid me to come and give you this information. So that is how, if you get a scholarship, your school fees is 186 euros. But the worst case is that even if you don't get the scholarship, the worst case is that your school fees is 1,000 euros. I mean, compare that to the US, compare that to the UK. Trust me, it's a very little amount compared to what you pay in these countries. Now, I would advise, because I know that some of you are now looking to take this option for your graduate study or even for your undergraduate study. The first rule is that make sure that if you're applying to any Italian university, that it is a public university. It is very important. It is a public, like this government-owned university. The second thing is that you want to verify that your course is taught in English. For me, my course was taught in English, so that was why I could do it. So you want to verify these two things, and so far the course you want to take is taught in English, and you're sure it's a public university, then I can assure you that the school fees is usually around the 1,000 euros price. And like I said, for any region you go, they have the scholarships that even now cut it down. But in the worst case scenario, you only get to pay 1,000 euros per year for your tuition, and then you just need to now figure out your accommodation. I'll still make another video of different other opportunities that you can leverage as a foreign student anywhere, in fact in Italy, as a case study. And so just look out for that video. And I do hope that you found this video very useful, and I do hope that you share and tell your friends. Please don't be the only one that will know about this 186 euros tuition fees. Share the video, and if you have not subscribed, why? I have a lot of things that I'm sure you're going to find very useful, and it will be very good that you subscribe so that we grow this community. I'll see you in my next video, and thank you so much for your time. Peace out.